Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, we are doing another installment in the Luxury Will I Buy It series. But here on my channel, we like to add a little French twist. So we say oui for collections we want and non merci for collections we will be skipping. So before we go any further, let's take a second to grab our iced coffee or a hot coffee. Let's take a sip and let's get started. So as many of you know, I'm a makeup artist and also esthetician, and I now have an online beauty consulting service. And this is where you and I chat virtually about your beauty concerns. When you book a consultation with me, if you need product advice or recommendations, you get my unbiased opinion. I don't work for any brand in particular, I just work for myself, and you get my years of experience, my education, my knowledge, and you just get my undivided attention. So if you want to make an appointment, click the link in the description box down below. Now, I do apologize if you can hear some random rumblings or thuds or whatever. There is perpetual construction in Montreal, and now that it's a warmer season, I can't really do much about it. So I'm going to try my best to hide the muffled sounds, but if you hear something, that's what that is. All right, so before we dive into our Will I Buy It series, the first profile I'm on is Tavia at Chic Profile Official on Instagram, and she has so many great posts. So I'm gonna go ahead and use her profile for most of the video here, and her information is down below in the description box too. So the first thing we're talking about is the Chanel Les Beige collection. So I have been waiting to see some sneak peeks, some photos of this one here, and so we have some information. Apparently this collection will be available in Asia first in April, and I believe it will be in Canada in June, but I'm not certain about that. The US will probably get it much earlier in May or something. So for this release, we have two new eyeshadow palettes here. This is the Les Beige eyeshadow collection. The eyeshadow formula for the Les Beige is different than the regular four shadows. It's a little bit different. I have one from last year that I bought. The one that came out last year is called Warm, and you do get like a nice collection of warm peachy hues. And in this new Les Beige collection here, you have two palettes. You have a more pinky, rosy hue that does remind me a little bit of the palette I got last year. And then we have a second one that looks warmer. It looks a little bit more neutral, I guess. Like it looks like it has a lot of beige colors. It looks like it has one sort of cool tone gray or green, maybe depending on your skin tone. We can see the close-ups here of the more neutral brownie palette. It does look nice. My only hesitation is the quality of these eyeshadows is different, and it's not always my favorite. But as you can see, this looks like a really nice neutral warm tone palette. It does make me think of the Les Beige collection. It makes me think of the beach and summer and having like a golden hue to your skin. And then the second more rosy palette, I think this is the one that I'm more interested in, which is surprising because I have definitely griped about pink and red eyeshadows. But something about this just looks a little bit fresher, a little bit lighter. I think the reds and the pinks are lighter and fresher. They're not super dark. I'm just a little bit curious about the quality and the texture here. But I know that a lot of people absolutely love the Les Beige formula. And I know for some people, they just prefer that formula on their eyelids. So I'm happy to share this information with you and share these swatches up close, because it's definitely nice to see what's coming out on the horizon. You know, sometimes I talk about products and launches during my Will I Buy It videos, and I don't really intend on buying them, but it's just nice to see what's coming out, what will be available in the next few months. It's just good to keep like your eye out on the horizon. There will also be some nail polishes available. I think they will all have like a nice pearlescent hue to them, so these could be really lovely. I'm excited to see them in person and just have like a swatch on my actual skin tone. There will also be some bronzers as well. I think the bronzers, like the powder bronzers, are basically the same ones that came out last year. I saw the promo for them and it looked the exact same as like the rope motif inside the bronzer. It looked very similar. but they are coming out with a new shade of the cream bronzer. They're coming out with a darker formula, which will be nice for people who have darker skin tones. And I think they're going to promote some new Rouge Coco Shine, I believe, and a few other items. So for me, the Les Beige collection will be a oui, but I'm interested to see more swatches of the pink palette and some of the nail polishes and things like that, but it's a oui for me. However, I did not see anything relating to the Cruise collection. And if I'm not mistaken, usually the Cruise collection is after the Les Beige. So either the Cruise collection will come out very late this year or not at all, but I wouldn't really bet on seeing a Cruise collection this year. All right, moving on to some Dior. So this photo here makes me want to dive straight into summer and into the water. We're going to get a new summer Dior collection. We're going to get new nail polishes, which I'm very excited about because I am just a sucker for a very expensive nail polish for some reason. This entire photo, I think, is perfection. It's just so inviting, and I just can tell it's just summer and vibrant and fun. And there's also going to be a new formula for the Dior Lip Glow. I don't have any swatches of these lip products here, but they look fantastic. Again, the promotion here with the blue water, I'm imagining I'm on the Mediterranean, applying some expensive nail polish and lip product here. We also see a bottle here of the Mistia Blooming Bouquet. I know that Dior likes to come out with a new version of Mistia or Blooming Bouquet for the summer. They don't necessarily do it every single year, but every couple of years they do some sort of new version. I'm not certain if this is a new interpretation of Blooming Bouquet or if it's just a re-promotion to go with the festive season. And then the last photo here is just myself. I'm imagining myself here on the beach in a hammock, you know, taking a beautiful Instagram photo of my perfume. So 10 out of 10 for the promotion here. I will definitely say oui to the nail polish collection. The new lip glow, probably I will say oui to as well. We'll see what else they come out for the summer, but for these little side pieces, 100% a oui for me. Now, moving on to some more Dior, we have here the Dior Forever Natural Bronze Powder. So this, I feel like this year Dior has just taken all my money and they're not stopping. Like every few weeks I'm seeing a new launch from Dior and I'm like, yeah, just take more of my money, that's fine. So there are going to be 10 shades available, and this is a bronzing powder. This is part of the Dior Forever line. This is not Dior Backstage, so I think the price point will be a little bit higher. And it looks like it has just a really beautiful compact. I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I buy products because the compact is beautiful. I think a lot of us who buy luxury are probably guilty of this. And I think that this looks really pretty. I hope the compact looks, I hope it feels nice because the photo looks like it's going to be textured, the top part here. So I hope it has like a nice, soft, squishy texture. I hope you can really feel like a substantial compact, you know what I mean? And I wonder if these will be refillable because recently Dior has done a lot of new launches that are refillable, like their lipsticks, even their eyeshadows. I think you can remove them and add new products in. So I wonder if this is refillable. There's no information about that right now, but this is a oui for me. I don't really need a new bronzer, but need and want are very different words, but sometimes they mean the exact same thing. So this is a oui for me. Also from Dior here, we have the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid Lipsticks. So these are supposed to be transfer proof, like 0% transfer. They're supposed to be long wearing, very thin feeling, like they're not supposed to be heavy. You're supposed to feel like you have absolutely nothing on your lips, and they're meant to also be very comfortable, like very hydrating, not like super drying. The full description here is the Rouge Dior Forever Liquid Lipstick is the first ultra pigmented transfer proof Dior liquid lipstick with vibrant ultra matte colors that withstand contact. With striking color, the liquid lipstick doesn't settle into fine lines, fade, budge, or feather, even on fabric and masks. Okay, so this is basically supposed to be a tattoo, but liquid lipstick. So these are the colors that are available right now. There are 11 to choose from. It definitely is more red and nude heavy. So those are basically the two color stories that I'm seeing here. I do love a red and I do love a nude. So I am very excited to test these out. I will definitely pick up one of these shades and just give it a whirl. I believe this is currently available through the Dior US website, but not yet in Canada. I will definitely try these out. These are a oui for me. I do appreciate a liquid lipstick, or a matte lipstick, I should say. This one here is matte. This is Hermes. But we all know that sometimes a liquid or a matte lipstick can be so drying. So I really want to see how well this works, and I will definitely do a 12-hour wear test because this claims to last for 12 hours. So I will do like a full test. I will eat, I will drink, I will live my life, and I will do a full wear test because I'm just really curious, especially if it's comfortable, like if it can actually last several hours and look decent, because sometimes a long wearing lipstick looks a bit rough by the end of the day. I have high hopes for this. So yeah, big oui for me. And then last from Dior, we have their new mono eyeshadows. Now I knew a few months ago my makeup sense was tingling. I was like, they're definitely going to come out with new single eyeshadows, because in the fall of last year, they redid their entire eyeshadow palettes. So it only makes sense they came out with these new colors here. So as I'm speaking today, March 23rd, I am only seeing 5 colors on the website, and this is the Dior US website. So there are 5 colors with 4 different finishes. However, I recently saw Michelle Wong do a video and she tested out all 20 of them. So apparently there will be 20 different shadows, but I think they're just not available right now, but probably in the next few weeks. So the formulas are matte, satin, glittery, and velvet. I think the satin and velvet formulas will probably be the most attractive one. Honestly, I think the glittery one is the only one that's like not that interesting to me. What's interesting is a lot of these names that we see here are names from some of the 5 shadow palettes we've already seen. We have the Black Bow, which is a matte black shadow, which is a palette that I already have. We have Poncho, which is a satiny brown eyeshadow, which is also a palette. We have Tulle. Now this is a soft satiny beige. Now I have Plum Tulle, which has nothing to do with this one here. And then we have Gold Star, which looks like it's one of those topper shadows. A lot of the 5 shadow palettes have a single topper, more glittery shadow. So if it's that type of quality, that's not really for me, but I appreciate some people like the glitter. And then we have Rouge Trafalgar, which is a velvety red eyeshadow, which again is a palette. So I'm kind of confused. I don't know why some of them have the exact same names, but they do. But as I mentioned, there will be more colors available, so I am definitely saying oui to these. I don't know if I'm going to say oui to any of these colors in particular, because I don't really want like repeats. I don't want Black Bow in a single if I have Black Bow in the palette, and same thing for like a Rouge Trafalgar. But if there are other colors, just like really easy satiny or even velvety finishes, just like for like a neutral everyday easy eye, like a one and done, I will definitely pick up a few of these. These will be part of the permanent collection, so I know a lot of us will have the urge to buy maybe all 20 at once, let's not lie, but I will try to pace myself and just sort of collect as I go. So obviously these Dior mono singles are a big oui for me. All right, moving on to something from Lancôme. I haven't really seen anything from Lancôme in a while, so I'm interested to see what they're offering. So these are the Taiyide Ultra Wear Highlighter Sticks, and there are 3 new shades available. So the shades are Vibrant Lilac, which is the more pinky one. We have Intense Gold, so the goldish yellow one, and Generous Honey. Interesting. It says here, you no longer need to choose between a naturally radiant complexion or a dramatic trendy highlight. With the Taiyide Ultra Wear Highlighting Stick, you can have both looks at the same time. So this is supposed to be something that you can customize at your own taste. It's a cream to powder finish. It's supposed to glide on the skin very nicely and a very light natural look, or build it up to a glow for the gods. So this does sound very versatile. I would definitely give this a try. I'm going to wait to see if I can see like real life human swatches. I think I would pick the middle shade, so the one called Generous Honey. I guess it isn't the middle shade in the photo, but I definitely don't want the pinky one, and I don't want the gold yellow one. I think I want something a bit more natural for my skin tone. So these are actually a oui for me. Moving on to something from Dolce & Gabbana. They have these new eyeshadow palettes here. So first off the bat, when I just look at these photos here, it reminds me of the Dior 5 Couleurs Couture, like when Dior launched their eyeshadows, like their new formulation last fall. This promo photo just makes me think of that, just like the entire rainbow of colors, and it just looks very familiar to me. On top of the packaging, you have this like leopard print compact, which I appreciate. I love animal print from time to time. You know, the colors do look nice. There are a lot of neutrals, which is nice for a lot of people. We have some pink, we have some purple, we have some blue, which I always appreciate. I know this is really boring, but if I were to get any of these palettes, I think I would go for this like more neutral, cool tone one. Something about this, I know it looks pretty boring and bland on photo, but it's one of those palettes that I think would actually look very flattering on the eyes. Sometimes a palette looks very boring and very average in a compact, but when you wear it, it's so flattering. So I'm hoping that this one here is like that. That being said, I'm not exactly certain where I can purchase Dolce & Gabbana makeup here in Canada. I am guessing that I would have to order through Harrods or Selfridges. So even though I appreciate the color stories, I appreciate the compact, it's probably going to be a non merci for me, because I don't think it's going to be very feasible for me to access these products, especially to get swatches. All right, moving on to something from Nars. So this is their beautiful summer solstice collection, and this looks great. We have here this beautiful eyeshadow palette. It is 9 shades, which isn't really my jam. I like smaller ones, but I just appreciate the entire packaging. I love the promotion here. I love the compact. It kind of looks like a sunburst or like a golden tan burst or something. I think it looks great. I love the top of the compact, and I love that the bronzer matches this logo. I just appreciate that detail. The palette does look lovely. You know, I'm certain it's going to be nice. It'll probably be really great quality. I just don't think I'll actually go for it, but I've seen some reviews and I think people will enjoy it. So if you like Nars, if you like these hues, I'm sure you'll be happy. What I'm interested in are these cream highlighters. We know that Nars is great for complexion, foundation, concealer. Laguna bronzer has been like a cult classic for a long time, and they have these beautiful cream bronzers. I think for me, the cream bronzer is the product that is tempting me the most. I'm not sure why. I think I just woke up and chose summer today, and so therefore all the bronzers are calling my name. So for me, this collection here is a mixed bag, but I think the cream bronzer is a oui for me. The other two are probably a non merci. Okay, so moving on to a second Instagram page. This is Trend Mood 1, and they just announced that Wayne Goss, the makeup brand and the person, are launching a new product. This is the Radiance Boosting Face Palette. So there are going to be 3 duos, and there are going to be 2 tones in each one. It reads as the following: 1 Radiance Boosting Bronzer designed to give a sun-kissed glow to give the skin brightness and warmth that gives the skin like a just been kissed by the sun effect. Not matte, not shimmery, leaves the skin glistening. Interesting. The second color in the palette is a True Tone Face Sculptor, matte designed to carve out the cheekbone. Okay, so the second matte one is for like actual contour, to carve and chisel your cheekbone, your jaw, your eye socket, like do like actual contour. And the first color is bronzer. This does look interesting, and it is touching my bronzer receptors that I am very susceptible today to. I love the fact that he separated the contour product from the bronzer, because sometimes people use bronzer as contour and it doesn't really work. It just looks kind of muddy. So I appreciate the true artistry in separating both of the products. I'm not sure if I need this product. I might not. I think it will depend on my mood the day that it launches. I'm not sure why, but this is one of the products from Wayne Goss that is piquing my interest the most. I know he's launched a lot of products, like lip products, eyeshadows. You know, he has like a huge cult following. I know people love his products. For some reason, this bronzer here is the one that is calling my name. So this might be a peut-être. It's a maybe for me. It's not a non merci for sure, but it's not quite a oui yet. So it's a peut-être, maybe. Okay, so moving on to something from Pat McGrath that I saw, and it really sparked my interest, sparked my joy in makeup. So I know Pat McGrath has these huge, iconic mothership eyeshadow palettes, and there's one, I forget the name, but it's a huge palette. Let me see if I can remember it. It has this one stunning blue shade in it. It's the Mothership One Subliminal, and it has this one single blue that I want. Like, I've considered buying the entire palette just for that blue, but she's coming out with these little mini kits here where you get an eyeliner, you get like an eye gel, which I don't really want, but you get the blue eyeshadow. And then she has a lip kit here to bedazzle and sparkle your lips, which sounds fantastic. I, for one, am so freaking tired of wearing a mask. I cannot wait to wear the most extravagant, bold lipstick, and if that includes wearing glitter, I will do that. So the second kit is a lip color, I think some sort of gel and a glitter. So it's some sort of like adhesive to make the glitter stay on your lips. I'm here for it. I am an extra queen, so I like this whole thing here. Don't really like eye glosses. I think they look phenomenal for editorial photos, for fashion shows, things like that. They look great on the eye. They feel horrendous on me. I hate wearing a glossy eye. I feel like I have Vaseline, but depending on the price of this, I would definitely use the blue eyeshadow plus the liner. So I think this is a oui for me for the blue mini kit. I wish that Pat McGrath sold more of like single eyeshadows, especially like the bold, the blue with the fun colors like that. I would definitely buy more of them. I've recently been on this single eyeshadow kick, and I think it's continuing. Okay, moving on to some nail polish. So this is from Hollow Taco. Do you guys know the YouTuber called Simply Nailogical? Her name is Christine, but she has a channel. She started off doing nail art and nail tutorials. She kind of evolved into sort of more of like a Jenna Marbles type of channel, like very fun, very inoffensive, and just really wholesome. And she has her own line of nail polish called Hollow Taco. And she has a new collection out. So you have this like bright banana yellow that looks so fun, and then you have this beautiful royal tea blue, which definitely is screaming my name. Then you have duct tape gray and green screen. So this collection I think is fun. I love bold color. They look very saturated and very creamy and opaque. So for me, I would definitely get the blue color first, maybe the yellow and the green. The gray one is like not calling my name, but I just love the fun colors. You can get the 4 of them in a bundle, or you can buy them individually. I will be buying the blue one, maybe the yellow one, we'll see. But for me, this is a big oui, yes please. I will definitely be buying this. All right, the last product or collection we're going to talk about here is from Armani Beauty, and they are launching a whole new collection here. So the first item in the collection here is the Luminous Silk Glowing Setting Powder, a long-wearing, lightweight setting powder that provides a flawless, radiant finish. I have to say that the shades do look quite inclusive. I think this looks great. It screams summer. It looks like waves on the beach, like waves on the sand. I am just like ready for a summer vacation, as you can tell. And I think this looks wonderful. I'm wondering if it has a scent, if it's perfumed, or if it's just like a basic setting powder. I like the Luminous Silk Foundation. It's one of my favorites. I know it's a lot of people's favorites, so I think that this new setting powder is going to be pretty popular, I imagine. As long as the product is good, I'm certain it will be very popular. Okay, and then the second product in this new launch here is the Fluide Sheer Glow Enhancer Highlighter. A multi-purpose liquid highlighter, bronzer, or blush, and it's supposed to be lightweight, sheer coverage. It's supposed to deliver a radiant, dewy makeup look. So you have like highlighter, bronzer, or blush. I think these liquid enhancers look fantastic. I love the orange color. That's the one that I'm drawn to the most. And the liquid highlighters, like the 3 bottom ones, I think I would get the middle shade. I think that would be a really nice, glowy, bronzed look. Overall, I think this looks fantastic. I just want to dive into this and come out like a bronzed, glowing mermaid. Please and thank you. I think the liquid blushes could be really nice too because they would look really radiant and also very natural at the same time. And I'm wondering if the liquid blush also has like a little bit of shimmer and glow to it, or if it's just pure color. I'm interested. This is definitely a oui for me. All right, guys, this is it for my Will I Buy It Oui or Non Merci. Please let me know in the comments which collections you're saying oui or non merci to. As you can see, we are starting to have the summer collections roll out at a slow and steady pace. I think the spring launches are like officially done now. So we're entering into the bronzed goddess collections, which I am here for. Let me know what you will be saving your pennies for and what you will be skipping. I think this is gearing up to be an expensive summer makeup collection for myself personally. I'm just unfortunately seeing a lot of items that I find very nice. So, you know, tiny violin for me. Before we go, make sure that you're subscribed to my channel and also hit that little post notification bell so you can be notified whenever I post a new video. But on that note, this is all I have for you guys for today. Thank you all so much for stopping by. I hope you have a beautiful day and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.